swipe, swipe, swipe. This is how people consume information. The public acceptance will come from simplifying the processes, explaining the physics, showcasing the ease. It's the educational part of social media that I think will truly move the needle more than just the flashy stuff on the surface. But yeah, I think educators and influencers have a massive part to play in teaching the public, not just showing, but teaching the public about this new way of travel.
The catchiest content would be personal storytelling, because people need emotions, and it doesn't matter if it's about tech or architecture. I prefer to give this idea that you can try whatever you want. There is no limits in your career, in your life. This is also not typical architecture. Like, for example, how many architecture students don't think, oh, maybe I'm not good enough in architecture. And I'm like, wait, your degree doesn't mean that you have to go directly to architecture. You can do everything and architecture. and this is what I also love. Like, yes, sure, you have to learn more and deeper and maybe other areas together with architecture. But that's what I want to give to the new generations, that there are so many niche areas that are connected somehow to architecture, that maybe you would love to try this one, and you connect architecture with your hobby already, and it's already, love, and I see your shiny eyes. So
the most important thing that we can do is educate and bring to the streets, to normal people, what it's all about, how they're going to benefit, the differences that are going to have or impact their daily lives, like commuting, from one vertiport in the middle of a city to an airport, instead of just being in a taxi for 40 minutes, doing it only in 10 minutes. So these are the things that I think that are more important, how this is going to benefit me, and is it safe? Is it like flying with a plane?
I've been following Steve for many years. I have the badges and everything. We used to be one of our Patreons, and when I started learning flying, it was people like Steve, people who provide you the training and the ideas, and even learning to fly, things they tell about from their experiences in the world, and they record it and they publish it to the world. This ecosystem is much more complex than our normal general aviation or even commercial aviation. We are completely coming out of that paradigm, and we are looking at things very differently. But, there are other factors. Handling 10 planes is one thing. Handling 100, it's just a whole different thing. So, we really have to think outside the box.
I'm a general aviation content creator. Actually, yesterday, I got to fly ALIA with Beta aircraft. What I'm trying to do from the storytelling side is make it accessible as a pilot that's not like highly qualified per se. I fly a lot of things, but I'm not a professional pilot. And to be able to jump in there with some training and then actually be able to do it, trying to make it accessible both to the aviation community as well as to the public, to understand that this is not science fiction. It's not that big of a leap to understand that this is reality. And then talking about the practicality of it. And I'm trying to help tell that story as a guy who likes to fly warbirds and burns tons of avgas and giant piston engines. I still like traditional aviation. I'm not saying this is replacing it, but just trying to help tell the story that it's real, it's safe, and it's coming. And I think that people need to embrace the reality of this kind of aviation 2.0